What's up, you guys? Time is back with another LinScents video. Goodness gracious, it is cold as hell here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Again, we've just had like 80-degree days like a few days ago, and now it's back into the 40s. And man, I'm out here with short sleeves, so I'm going to be trying to do this video pretty quick. But man, I just want to let you guys know we are definitely closing in on 1,000 subscribers. We're about 50 away, and man, I can't wait to get there. Once we get there, we'll have a nice giveaway. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for either the kind words, comments, the likes, the sharing of this channel. I appreciate it a lot. But with that being said, let's get into this fragrance of the day, okay? Now, just recently bought this one from eBay. This time it wasn't from my favorite seller out there in Lemon Grove. This was out of Florida this time. But it is another Arabian fragrance, okay? And the house is called Riiffs, R-I-I-F-F-S, okay? And this one is Sillage Oros. Sillage Oros, okay? I believe this one was about 40 bucks, okay? And so far, I'm kind of digging the presentation. At first, I almost thought this was a chain, but I'm actually picking this up for the first time, actually, right here. And actually, it's just like a stringy, yarny type feel, but it looked kind of like a gold chain. Overall, the whole presentation of the box itself is nice. This big, huge, thick cylinder. On the bottom, we do have made in the UAE. And then right here, we do have some batch code stuff. So, again, this is made in the UAE, okay? Not made in China or, you know, the United States. This is made over there. Again, Riiffs. First Riiffs fragrance that I have bought. I didn't know what the hell a Riiffs was, to be honest, but, you know, came up, and I decided to get into it. Now, what really drew me to this fragrance was not this big, huge cylinder casing. It was actually the way the bottle looked. And when you see what the bottle looks like, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. Now, hopefully it's not a piece of shit, because sometimes those pictures can kind of deceive the buyer a little bit. But here we go. Crack that open. And I like that it kind of stays there, so you probably won't lose that. That's pretty cool. Inside, here we go. Kind of just like that. Now let's pull this bad boy out. Okay, so again, like how I said, the bottle looks kind of cool. However, when you actually look at it, I assumed this was going to be like paint or something like that, or maybe some kind of, you know, part of the glass. But actually, it's like this kind of, it's almost like a ribbon that goes and wraps all the way around this whole thing. But it is kind of cool that it does say Sillage on the whole thing, and then we got the Sillage Oros right here. The bottle itself is got a nice little weight to it. The cap, a nice little weight to it as well. So overall, the presentation of this bottle, I'm actually digging it. The only problem I see with this bottle is if this starts getting, like, you know, loose, then it kind of just looks shitty, okay? So now you won't have this little ribbon around it no more. So again, I was wishing that was like paint or something like that, but it is not. However, again, it is a ribbon, so if you kind of, you know, move this around a little bit, this thing probably starts loosening up a little bit, and the next thing you know, it's not staying on no more. But hopefully it doesn't get to that part. But here we go. Now this one, from Best Brand Perfumes, this says it has top notes of raspberry, neroli, and lemon. And at the middle, we got some jasmine, we got some African orange flower, and gardenia notes. And at the base, we got some honey, patchouli, and amber. So, man, this seems like it's going to be a nice spring, summer type fragrance, warm weather fragrance. And then that nice honey and that amber should probably kind of give it this nice, sweet, seductive finish. So here we go. Got nothing here. Got nothing here. Okay, so we'll go over on this side, okay? So here we go. Beautiful atomizer. Very nice. And in the air, man, the raspberry and the florals are very nice in this fragrance. Everything. There was no huge blast of alcohol in this at all. This is a EDP. I am getting a nice little bit of citrus. Now, it's kind of hard to find the neroli in here. Okay, you can kind of smell a little bit of the neroli. It has like this floral bitterness to it, which is actually quite lovely. It's not like you know, if you went into Tom Ford's Neroli and you started smelling those familiar smells, something like that, or even Neroli canvas from El here to Maine. But it has a, I'm assuming it's that amber and that honey that's giving it this nice sweetness. Now, in my honest opinion, the sweetness is kind of creeping up close to the point where it's being a little bit too sweet, even though it's not there just yet, but it kind of creeps that way. The sweetness is actually very lovely. It's a very nice honey sweet, almost like green from that patchouli, kind of like an earthiness. But you know what? I'm definitely digging this one, you guys. Again, you got this nice little sweet, almost like stickiness, like the sweet sticky, like from that honey, most likely. And then you got those florals, and the raspberry isn't like a super tart, sour raspberry smell. It's not nothing like that. Definitely getting some of those florals, that jasmine, that African orange flower, giving it this nice little freshness to it. I'm actually digging this one because the one thing I like about it is that when I first initially sprayed it, it kind of smelled real sweet up in the air. And like the first couple of sniffs, it was kind of sweet, but that sweetness is dying down a lot. It's not super sweet right now. Now it is more like a fruity, floral, freshy. This is what this is like. This would definitely be great for the spring, the summer. Now, when I say summer though, when you're in high heat, whatever you do, that first initial spray, again, like I said, it does kind of come off sweet. So be careful with the trigger if you go get this one, okay? You're going to have to be careful on that trigger. But once that sweetness kind of dies down, that sweet powderiness that you get from that amber and that honey and stuff like that, and those raspberry floral notes start creeping through, this is a very, very nice fragrance. Now, if you guys know what this is a clone of, or maybe you guys know based off of those notes that I just read, maybe what this is, you know, copying, please let me know down in the comments below. But again, with this is a nice sweet in the opening, sweet floral, but then again, that kind of dissipates pretty fast. Maybe like in the first 5 minutes or so, that dissipates, and now these nice florals, that nice freshness from that raspberry, that kind of fruitiness, you get the slight fruity freshness on this one. Man, we'll have to see what the performance is like. Okay, this is my first fragrance from the house of Riiffs. Now, man, it's kind of cool. It doesn't have one of those, unless Riiffs is like an Arabian name of something, I don't know, but this seems kind of American, the name Riiffs, because sounds like it could just be some guy's, you know, nickname or something. Hey Riff, get over here, Riff. Sounds something like that. But this is an Arabian fragrance made out of the UAE, and again, a nice, sweet, fresh, fruity, floral. Okay, think of all those things. Think of how you want them to be. Again, is this one of those fragrances that I can easily tell someone, go out there and just buy it? Probably not. However, if you did buy this, I don't see where you would be disappointed in it. Okay, so with that being said, I can recommend this one. I don't urge you to go out there and spend your money on it. Again, I think it was about $35, maybe $40 at the most. But again, it's going to be a nice, easy to wear fragrance. Sweet, kind of sweet in the opening, but that sweetness goes away pretty fast. And then now you're just left with this nice, it's slightly sweet, probably from that honey, but it's not like overly sweet how it was when I first sprayed it in the air. There's a big blast of sweetness that I wasn't too much of a fan of. But again, 2 minutes in, it's more fresh, floral, slightly fruity, and you do get a little bit of this hint of that honey in the background, okay? Man, I'm definitely digging that one, you guys. This one is very nice. Again, bottle, I wish it didn't have this little ribbon thing or this little ribbon strip thing, because again, like I said, if you kind of mess with this maybe a little bit, it starts loosening up, and then next thing you know, this starts falling down. It kind of looks bad. But overall, the bottle, the presentation, that nice cylinder style box, which was very lovely. Dude, it's 40 degrees. I gotta get the hell back in the house because, man, my fucking nipples are getting hard. Got these damn goosebumps all over the place, looking like a damn basketball. But anyways, I'm gonna get up out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, hit the likes, comment, and subscribe. Yeah!